All right, everyone. Welcome to the Wednesday evening, November the 17th. They call me Dr. Dream, and we are here tonight for Lessons from the Front Line. And our topic this evening is Energize the Dream, your dream. So I want to take this opportunity to welcome everyone here. I have to tell you that it just keeps getting more exciting as the days, the weeks move on. And tonight's podcast most certainly honors that aspect of, I don't know, the quickening, perhaps? We could call it the quickening? I don't know, maybe that's related to something else. By the way, can you see the giant citrine generator crystal over my shoulder? This is 55 pounds of pure manifestation energy, and I figured out how to have it join us on the calls since it joins us in so many other aspects of what we do. I do want to read to you what we are, the announcement that went out. So, tonight's call, Energize the Dream, your dream, and it is described as, or here's how I introduced it. I experienced some big shifts this past week in Ojai, that's in California, and in Las Vegas. The energies are most definitely shifting and moving. I am staying focused on my role and my dreams. Now, when I say focused, we might as well go ahead and say energizing. I moved into a highly charged energy of manifestation, and it feels wonderful. I go a little further. It feels incredible. It feels awesome. In this week's broadcast, I'll share the details of what is bringing this to the surface and what I'm learning about nurturing and fostering this process. Now, I'm not going to apologize for anything because I'm here and you're here, and that's just sort of the juicy combination I like. But I do have some notes posted up magnetically put over here, and I've got another monitor over here and a monitor up here, and then I've got my monitor here, and right here there's the camera, and Bluetooth in the ear. So I've got quite a bit going on. It's not quite the polished production that it will be one day, but you know what? It's real, and that's what you get with Dr. Dream. You get real, okay? This is Lessons from the Front Line. So I want to start off by talking a little bit about what has happened since, I was going to say since I saw you last, but truly I guess it's since you saw me last. We had, right before the last call, we had the Leaders Causing Leaders Conference in Long Beach. It was amazing on so many different levels, and still to this day, the effects of that are just reverberating within my field, and it's really thrilling. But out of that, we were invited to Ojai to do an unconditional love activation at the event that Nassim Harriman was doing for 11/11 at the Elevate Estate. Amazing property, giant mansion, all of the above in Ojai. And so we went there the day after our call last week. And I just have to say, from the moment we stepped on this property, I was embraced. I was absolutely loved and nurtured, and it was an incredible experience. Getting to hear Nassim Harriman. Nassim is truly one of the foremost physicists at this time for this emerging integration between science and spirituality. His presentation was amazing, as it was at Leaders Causing Leaders, and I mean, in addition to rewriting and reworking some of Einstein's work, what he does is he brings our experience down to what we all already know and feel in our hearts, but he does it through science and mathematics. Incredible, absolutely incredible. I would suggest that you look him up online. Nassim Nassim Haramein, and his website is the Resonance Project. Not sure of the exact URL, but you'll have no problem finding him online. While I'm talking about him, I will tell you that he's coming up on November 28th at the Temple of Visions. He'll be up in San Francisco at Seraphi. Of course, we'll be at the Temple of Visions on December the 19th, and we'll be up at Seraphi in San Francisco on December the 11th. So kind of nice how our tours, so to speak, are fishtailing. Now, we ended up having an incredible experience there Thursday night in Ojai. And then we went to, it was basically an all-night thing. I had to force myself to go to sleep around 3:30, 4 in the morning. And the following extension of that morning at about 11 o'clock, we did an unconditional love activation for 90 minutes. Every single day at the Elevate Estate, they do a 90-minute meditation, normally from 9 till 10:30 in the morning. Because of the late night, we did it a little bit later. We had well over 40 people. We had laughter. We had tears. We're really moving the energy with these activations, and as I slow down a little bit and tap into that energy, I absolutely get moved by what my universe is allowing me to do. And I am absolutely blessed in all this. In a 10-day period, we activated about 120 people. And that's a whole lot of energy within me, outside of me, within everyone that's there. I'm absolutely blessed. That's really all I can say about that. Later that day, that was Friday last week, we went on to Las Vegas, stayed with some good friends of ours who cooked every single meal for us, absolutely took care of us, and we did an activation in Vegas at the Ganesha Center. Raul Rosiles came in from Los Angeles, put himself up at a hotel, came to the activation in Las Vegas, and open it up with this energetic moving of our energies, of our fields. And it was outrageous, absolutely outrageous. And this was our first 3-hour activation since before Burning Man in August. So I've been going with the flow and everything. We've been doing these like 2-hour, 1-hour, 90-minute activations, and we got back to a 3-hour activation, and it just was so incredibly energetic and amazing, and just I felt a shift in who I am and what I'm about, and how it works. And my friends, it most certainly works. So that was Vegas. On the way out of town on Sunday, we stopped at the Sahara and we did speed. Okay. Speed is a roller coaster. And it is really, truly an experience to have. It could be one of the best 45 seconds that I experience ever. Okay, that's debatable, but it is great. And you go from 0 to 70 in 4 seconds. You do a upside down loop and then go 214 feet up above the ground, straight up at an angle like this. You experience zero gravity for a second, and then you just go right back down and through the loop and back where you started, all in 45 seconds. And then we drove back to our home here in Orange County. And whew, whew, whew. It was great. It was really great. So all this really brings me to our topic tonight, which is energizing the dream. And it's not just the dream. It's your dream. And what I love about where we're coming from and where I believe that the people that are drawn to our message are coming from is that the dream is that our individual dreams for our lives integrate fully with our greater dream for humanity. And this I'm loving, and this is being reflected back to me everywhere I go. And there's just, this is a beautiful energy. And so I really wanted to talk about that, about energizing the dream, energizing your dream. And maybe the third part of the topic should have been energizing our dream, the greater dream for all. We started something on 11/11. There's a website called New Reality Transmission. And it's newrealitytransmission.com. They've organized somewhere between 100,000 and 1 million people doing focused meditations each day at 11:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which here in California is 8:11. So Ilya, Maya, and I have been doing this meditation each day, and we take 11 minutes and we focus on the shift in consciousness. We focus on the reality of beings all over the world awakening to this greater truth that consciousness exists outside of these physical bodies of ours. And it has been really powerful. It has gotten me back into meditating each day. And I mean, we've been on doing these road trips and things like that. We're pulling over at about 8 minutes after 8, no matter where we are, and we're going into the meditation with the timer on for 11 minutes, and incredible. It does not matter if you have missed any of these meditations. Starting tonight at 11:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can do this. Go to newrealitytransmission.com and check into it, sign up, and go ahead, take it to the next level, because isn't that what it's about here? So this is part of energizing the dream for all of humanity. In the process of this meditation, something's happening to my own dreams. Okay, so I want to talk to you about some other things, and then we're going to get into some specifics. The other day, I used a quote that I heard, that I took from a presentation I saw with Nassim, and he said, if you don't believe that reality is a fractal, take a look at it. People come out of people. And I absolutely love this quote. And so it just brings in, I mean, if you've watched fractals and this kind of artwork, actually seen them, but then seen the moving ones, how the fractal is coming out of the fractal, is coming out of the fractal, is coming out of the fractal. And then I wish I was a graphic designer, because I would design people coming out of people, coming out of people, coming out of people. And it's the fractal nature of reality. And this is great with my background and experience in mystical adventures and the shamanic experience. This whole fractal reality thing works really well. But one of the things that got very interesting today, Ilya and I took Maya to school. And then I went to take Ilya to a shuttle in Anaheim to get him up to the Los Angeles airport. He's going back to New York for 2 weeks. And everything was going great. We were beating the traffic and really just, we were absolutely in the flow. And so we're getting near Disneyland, and the pickup point is right near Disneyland. And my GPS, and those of you that know me well know that I absolutely rely on Karen. Yes, that is the name of my GPS voice. She has an Australian accent, which I really appreciate. Then I absolutely rely on her, like, big time. I don't think about where I'm going anymore. I want my brain power to be used for something else. I'm not down on thinking. I just don't believe I need to be focused on the absolute directions of where I'm going. Not when I've got Karen there in the truck with me. And so we're driving, and Karen tells me to make a U-turn. And I make a U-turn. And then Karen tells me to make another U-turn. And then she tells me to make another U-turn, and another U-turn, and my life in a moment, Ilya and I slipped into this fractal experience of reality that if I hadn't popped us out of the loop, we would still be right now making U-turns on Harbor Boulevard looking for the drop-off point for for Ilya's shuttle to the airport. So, of course, at that point, I turned the volume down, and I think I did get him to the place. He just called me a little while ago and said he's made it to New York. So, but what an experience. I've been with Karen now for 3 years, and she's amazing. I have referred to her as my soulmate. And, of course, it was pointed out to me that, Dr. Dream, isn't it interesting that your soulmate has no soul? To which I replied, listen, I don't judge your choices. I prefer that you not judge mine. But, by the way, I just want you to know I'm actually in an open relationship with Karen. So, anyway. Okay. That's the fractal nature of reality coming at you, coming at me live in sort of the strangest sort of ways. All right. When I talk about energizing the dream, hold on just one sec. Excuse me. When I talk about energizing the dream, I want you to know that right now, from a universal standpoint, from a planetary standpoint, from the standpoint of all of us spiritual beings having a human experience here in this 3D reality, this is the time for manifestation. I want to say it again. This is the time for manifestation. Step up to it. If you have not fully identified what your dream is, if you haven't fully identified what your goals, visions, desires are, my friends, now is the time. And there is absolutely no better time. I will tell you that today we manifested another 5-figure contract for one of our businesses on the tails of another contract that we got, and it's like people are lining up for us to support what we're doing. But it doesn't just happen. And it doesn't just happen if you're like half-assed on what your dream is. If you're like, oh, well, I'm hoping that this could happen. My friends, hoping that something could happen? What do you think happens when you just hang out hoping that something's going to happen? You're going to find yourself in a loop of U-turns, just hoping and hoping and hoping that something's going to happen. There is this aspect of knowing. There's this aspect of deep belief and faith. And when you tap into that, there's no hoping for anything. Things happen. And they're not happening just by coincidence. They're happening because you're willing them into reality. So, what have you been hoping might happen? What have you been thinking, oh, it might be nice if, blah, 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 blah. It's time to drop all that useless BS and to tap into exactly how it is you're looking at your experience of reality, exactly how it is that you are in the position you are in. And then further to that, decide this is the position I want to be in, or, you know what, this might be less than comfortable. I bet I could visualize. I bet I could really conjure up in my mind a better position to be in. Do it. Do it. Do it. This is it. These are the times you're the person, you are the being that's going to make this happen. The tools and techniques, I mean, seriously, honestly, it doesn't get any more simple than the universal rules involved in creating your outer experience of reality. And the first thing is to get focused. Pinpoint focus on exactly what you want it to look like. I've got my 21 Days to Change Conscious Creation workbook that will walk you through this entire process in 21 days. Do you have 21 days? Or 3 weeks from now, which, my friends, is 21 days, are you going to be in the exact same position, hoping or thinking it might be nice to be in a different position? You've got everything that it takes. You don't even need my workbook. All you need is faith. All you need is a sense of knowing. And all you need is the belief that your dreams can manifest in your reality. That's it. Now, you say, Dr. Dream, you make it sound so easy. Then what the heck is my block to this? Because I've heard about all this before. I've read it. I've seen the movies. So why is it that I'm still stuck with the less than comfortable experience? Because you're not addressing what your blocks are. You're not addressing perhaps what your belief systems are. Okay, it's one thing to say this is what we want, and it's another thing to say this is what I want, this is what I'm focused on, and then the next step is, but oh wow, this is what's coming up for me that's blocking it. I don't deserve it. I'm not worthy of it. Whatever it is, whatever your stuff that comes up in this process. And that's exactly the focus you need to have. But the very first step is to identify what it is you want. What do you want your life to look like? And remember, these are the manifestation times. Right now, this is the energies are aligned in such a way that you have the greatest opportunity to manifest your dreams right now and in this time coming up. Start with that as your foundation. And then ask yourself, at a quiet time, when the TV's turned off, and you haven't lit up that joint in a couple of days, or had those beers or those shots, you're clear-headed, you're centered, you're in alignment. Ask yourself, what do I really choose to have my life look like? What do I really choose to experience in this life of mine? I'm here, and maybe at this point you decide that you're going to choose to have life not happen to you, but have life happen from you, because of you. Come up with the answers right then. Write it down on a piece of paper. Develop it. What's it look like? What's it feel like? What's it taste like? Get a real handle on what it is that you truly want. In your mind's eye, with your eyes closed. See it. Feel it. Own it. And then think about it every day. Visualize yourself walking into that residence of your dreams, driving the car of your dreams, being in a circle of a community that loves and supports you as you love and support them, being so much in alignment with the nature of reality that the air is clean, that the water is clean, that our food is clean. Really develop the vision of what you already know is possible. And then live it in your mind. Experience it. Feel it. Own it. Own it. Own it. Not, oh, I hope it can be like this one day. None of this. That's passive pansy stuff. I want you to own it and say, I know, I believe, I have faith. That's when it happens. That is exactly when it happens. So, is it easy? Is it simple? I'll tell you right now, the laws of the universe are as simple as anything ever. Now, how easy you choose to make it, hey, that's totally up to you. Are you tired of taking simple and making it the most difficult thing in the world? I got tired of that. I got real tired of that. And I don't play the game that way anymore. How tired are you of the way you've been doing it and the results that you've been getting? Are you ready to step up? Are you ready to truly identify what your dream is? Your dream for you, your dream for humanity, and are you ready to own it? And then are you ready to energize it? Because if you are, you're at the right place right now, and I'm with you. Contact me. Tell me how I can help you. I've got some people that send me text messages every day because they needed somebody to hold them accountable. They know I don't always answer the text messages, but they know I get them. Telling me how they're doing in relationship to stopping habits that don't serve them anymore, in relationship to developing new habits that serve them. And I get text messages every day saying, today I didn't do this, and today I did do this. You want me to play that role for you? Great. I get unlimited text messages. You want to talk to me every day? You want to wake up in the morning and have a 45-second, minute and a half check-in? Great. I'm available. Take advantage of this now because it's not always going to be this way. We're developing a team of people to play this role in different communities. Right now, you're looking at the team. Right now, it's you and me. You want to play the game? Great. I want to play the game too. This is it. Okay? I've said it before, and this time it takes on universal significance. The dress rehearsal is over, my friends. Now here's the thing. Reality's changing. The energies are changing. Everything is shifting. You can stay in the reality, the limited reality that you have been experiencing, that we've all been experiencing prior to this point. It's available to you. Absolutely available to you. You can stay with the suffering, with the challenges, with all the BS that has been part of your experience up to now. Is that what you want, my friends? The beauty of reality is it's a choice, and you get to have it. You want that? It's yours. All right. You want to move into a greater, more expansive reality? An energy that will so serve your very soul that it's truly what you came back here for? Get aboard. Get aboard now. You've already purchased the ticket. You're here. Okay? You got the ticket. Are you going to get on the train? The train. Are you going to get on the rocket? This is the fun of what we all came back here for. And I'm looking for people that are really ready to do this. I'm looking for people that are so ready to dig in to the muck and the mire of what still exists within them that they're ready to make a difference. Are you that person? Are you that person? Are you that person? Woo! Gotta love this stuff. I've gotta absolutely love this stuff. This is my biggest dream. Here you are. You showed up. You didn't just show up in life. You showed up here on this podcast. You're watching this right now. Okay? You could be doing a whole list of other stuff. But something in your reality brought you to this right now. Okay, you want to make something of it? Hey, you want to make something of it? You can. Everything is available to you. Reality, as we talked about in a past broadcast, is not making something out of nothing. It's making something out of everything. That means everything is available. That means whatever it is you want to, whatever it is you choose to experience, all you have to do is open up that filter and let it in. How much love do you want to feel? Are you ready? Are you ready for the greatest experience of unconditional love that you could ever imagine? It's right here for you. In the process, why don't you manifest a little more comfortable of an existence? Why don't you manifest better relationships? Why don't you manifest whatever it is that truly makes you happy? That, my friends, is energizing the dream. That is energizing your dream. And you're just the one to do it. More to the point, you're the only one to do it. 2012 and beyond, what's going to happen? I can't really say. But I will tell you that it involves all of us right now, clearing out the lower level energies, getting rid of whatever is not in alignment with this bigger energy, this bigger picture. We need to make room to be fourth dimensional beings. The lower level energies aren't going to assist us. Are you eating right? What habits do you have that are lowering your frequency and your vibration? I'm not judging you. I am you. I've been there. Okay? There's no judgment here. When I was doing a lot of different things that lowered my vibration and frequency, I didn't care for anyone to tell me that's what I was doing. But when I woke up, I knew that it was time to make some changes. I will help you make those changes. I will support you and love you until you find that love and support within yourself. I mean, I'm not sure what else to offer. I'm not sure what else to say. You showed up here tonight to Dr. Dream's Energy, Transference, Teleconference, Video Broadcast Podcast. Well, I've done my job here. I played my role. All the energy you need that you're having trouble finding within yourself, I got it right here for you. You know why? Because I love you. And you want to know why I love you? Because you are truly me. Because it is truly all one. That's it. It's truly all one. I can't think of a more beautiful way for it all to be. Own your dream. Get focused. Energize it. And if you need help, call it in. So I want to tell you a little bit about what's going on in the dream world, Dr. Dream's world. I leave tomorrow morning. If anyone wants to drive me from Orange County to the Los Angeles airport at 5:36 in the morning, I would love that. We are doing energy work in Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha is where I'm from. It's where I was born and where I was raised. And this energy that is emanating from me was given birth in Omaha, Nebraska. This will be my second time there this year. And I want to quote something from a song from the Counting Crows. The song is Omaha. Somewhere in middle America, get right to the heart that matters. It's the heart. No, I'm sorry. Let me just start all over. Somewhere in middle America, get right to the heart of matters. It's the heart that matters more. And that, my friends, is Omaha, Nebraska. Tomorrow, I'll be getting there. On Friday evening in Omaha, we have Create Reality Now, practical tools and techniques for creating the life of your dreams. Very much extended version of this with more tools and techniques. And then on Saturday, 3.5 hours of unconditional love activation. On Sunday, I fly to Denver, Colorado, and that night there is an amazing party with the band Something Underground. I met them at Burning Man this year, and should be an incredible experience. The party that night. The next day in Boulder, we're doing a private activation. By the way, these private activations are excellent. We're doing one in Boulder We've got one in Orange County coming up. We've got one in Venice, California coming up. Absolutely love the private activations. That's you getting your core group together to raise the vibration and frequency of everyone all in one experience. Incredible. So we do that in Boulder. And then in Denver on November the 23rd, that is Tuesday, we're doing an unconditional love activation in the band's studio warehouse. Should be incredible. That's open to the public. Ventura, California, December 3rd, we're doing a trance dance, wild trance dance with Anna Lena, and we'll be blindfolded, everyone, and they've got spotters and everything, and then that's for an hour, and then I do an hour energy transference. On December 4th, we'll be back up in Ojai. On December 5th, another unconditional love activation, 3.5, actually it's a 4-hour experience in Ventura. San Jose on December 10th, San Francisco on December 11th, Santa Rosa on December 12th. Those 3 dates we have Embrace with us doing a sacred grid dance performance. Some of you, Chris, I know you've seen her on Facebook. She went with me to Burning Man. She has incredible energy. We met at Lightning in a Bottle, and my heart just opens up with the thought of her. So we'll be doing that. And then December 18th, private activation in Venice. December 19th, big 9-hour event at Temple of Visions up in downtown Los Angeles. And so keep track of what we're doing. Find out. I'm putting a call out there. Do you have contacts in Japan? Let me know. Do you have contacts in Hawaii? I want you to know we've got part of the Hawaii trip booked already. We are January 27th to the 31st. Myself, Al Diaz, and Raul Rosiles doing Journey to the Paradise Within. The website is theparadisewithin.com. And Koji Nakamura, one of the Taiko drummers, who has gotten a Grammy for his taiko drumming, will be part of this with us. Hawaii, this is on the island of Kauai. We're going to blow the doors open. Paradise within, expanding to the paradise outside of us. I got to tell you, you want to be there for that. Oh, let's see what else. Phew. What a podcast tonight, my friends. I want to thank several people. My daughter left tonight. She's on an airplane actually she's already landed. I think I just got a text message in Arizona on her way to Sedona for Thanksgiving. Just want to send some really positive energy out to her and her mother and Tyler, Athena, the whole gang in Sedona. Also to Ilya, who is now in New York for 2 weeks, working with the family energies, as so many of us will be for Thanksgiving. I honor all of our experiences. I know from my perspective, and I know I'm not the only one, there's quite a bit of work for all of us to do within our family dynamics. And to really understand ourselves, we need to understand where we came from. So as Thanksgiving is upon us here in the next 8 days, please embrace that opportunity to learn about who you are, because it's only about knowing who you are that you can shift into who you choose to be. Next week on Wednesday, we will be doing the Thanksgiving gratitude call or broadcast. It's truly one of my favorite. There's like 2 broadcasts that just, across the board are my favorite. One is the one right after Burning Man, and one is the one right before Thanksgiving. And so that's next week, the gratitude broadcast. I do this because I love you, but you got to know that it's never about what's outside of you. So I guess I do this because I have such a tremendous love for what my experience is about here and for the why I am. So my friends, please take a look at the why of who you are. Do the work that's necessary. Identify the dream, own it, energize it, make it real, live it. It's all available to you. You just need to make the decision. One last thing. I've got a very cool thing that we picked up. Can you see this? See that bracelet? It says Think Love. This is an amazing product. It's more than a product. It's going to sweep our circles. What happens with this is that this particular bracelet right here is synced with a bracelet that Ilya has and a bracelet that Maya has. And 5 random times during the day, our 3 bracelets vibrate for like a few seconds at the exact same time. And at that moment, I send love energy out to Maya and to Ilya and then to the collective of humanity as a whole. We will have these bracelets available so anyone that wants to tap into this crew that we have created with Dream the Biggest Dream, we will all vibrate at the same time. And so it's amazing what's going on. They're getting them to people in the armed services and their families so they can be that connected. So someone can be in Afghanistan or in Iraq and their wrist will vibrate at the exact same time as their daughter and their wife. Or family members here in the United States, cancer patients. What this bracelet thing is absolutely incredible. And what you do is, if you can see the inside, you hold this up to the monitor once we have a Dream the Biggest Dream group set up, and it syncs your bracelet. Now, we can't get them for wholesale because they don't wholesale them. They're $30. And we will start to make them available. What we'll probably do is put the link out there, set up the group. These are the first round that have come out of Hong Kong. But I will tell you that 5 times a day, sometimes it's when I'm asleep, so I don't always get that one. But the times that I get it, fill me with such love and energy, and I send that out. And plus, for the next 10 days, I'm separated from my daughter, which is what it is, and we're both having beautiful experiences. But the beauty of it is 3, 4, 5 times a day, if it happens to be randomly while we're awake, we connect with each other. So we'll have more about that soon. And share this with your friends. If you know anyone in Omaha, in Denver, in California, send them to touroflove.com. If you want, we now have some products. We have the workbook printed out. If you want one of those, a donation of $20 to Dream the Biggest Dream will get you the workbook. If you want the Sacred Love Oil, a donation of $35 to Dream the Biggest Dream will send you the Sacred Love Oil. We have 528 hertz tuning forks, again for a donation of $35 to Dream the Biggest Dream to assist us in doing the work that we're doing, and we'll get it to you. No hard sell here. These are some of the tools we use. If you want to share in those tools and assist us in our process, thank you so much. My friends, I honor you for being in a place on your journey that has brought us to this place right now. It is with tremendous love in my heart and just emanating that out to you, wherever you are in the world, that I say thank you, I love you, and namaste. Have a lovely day and week, and we'll be back next week with the gratitude broadcast. Mwah. Whoa. Hey, brother. Thanks. Let's hear it. Yeah, I got a minute. Yeah, yeah.